Well, here we go. This is the I Don't Know show. It's my popsicle. And a little more, I'm going to be on a little more somber moat. A nomber moat. A somber note. I'm going to open with the song here. It's a great song. This band is just amazing. You will not find them. Just take a moment to reflect.
There's only one human, there's only one name, only one person to take the blame. Oh, it's me. There's only one soldier, there's only one frame, only one person to take the stage. Oh, it's me. Can you see my light for a sec? Can you see me standing tall? I'll knock down any wall just to see you smile again. I'll be there in the end. I'll be there in the end. I'll be the one to
I don't know the words. Not to this one. Oh, it's new to me.
There's only one hero, only one stage, only one person to stay. That's it.
I can't get this song out of my head. Just to see you smile again. Be there in the end. Yep. Turn that down. Just a little nice fade. Yep. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but you see, that's the thing about the I Don't Know show, is that never know what it's going to be about or what I'm going to do on it. What's going to happen, what it's, what the subject will be. And we are Monday today, November 22nd. And coming off the weekend, Monday, it's like things are back, work, life, starting up again to prepare ourselves for another week of when things happen. Weekdays, gotta love weekdays. At least you know that the emails aren't going to come in and, people aren't going to ask things of you on the weekends. At least not as much. I don't use my voice a lot, so it's not prepared. This is going to be hard to eat because I have to mentally remind myself to eat it. But it's also hard and it's weird on camera and it's hard to find time because I'm speaking. Even though I have these long, like pregnant pauses when I say things. And that's from someone else's observation. That's what they said. That's what he said. And yeah, so just get used to it. So on a more somber note, yeah, I've been feeling down ever since it might have been Saturday evening. Well, that's when there was a noticeable, decline. I guess just, it's cold. It's a good thing I took a bite because it was like gonna drop. It was like ready to melt off. So, I wonder how bad it is you guys can hear me eating this. Hope it's not too annoying. Hope, like, for me, when I watch this back, man, if there's like ASMR, I already have a juicy mouth. Like, I don't need to amplify that. Yep, it's dripping. I had to deep throat that as it was melting. It's gonna fall off, dude. Yeah, just a bit of decline. And there's a couple things that are bothering you or you have to do and get done and it gets overwhelming. Even if they're like simple tasks, just simple things that would seemingly take some people, 5 minutes. But not you. And if you don't do them, well, it gets overwhelming and, you don't do them. And then it's like you feel lazy. And it's like you put these expectations on yourself every day to feel productive. Not even just feel productive, actually to be productive. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do this today. And then you're in the morning and wake up and you're kind of tired and groggy. And then you start to slowly wake up, have your coffee. And you kind of psych yourself out like, hey, okay, I'm going to do this. Got my caffeine going. Like, I'm ready to go. My juicy mouth probably isn't that bad during these recordings lately. Ooh, because I put a noise gate on my settings. And yeah, and then you start feeling like, hey, yeah, and it gets to that certain time of the day where you're like, okay, I'm ready, and I just need to do this and this, and then you get kind of distracted, and then once you get distracted, or, someone kind of pulls you to the side or asks you something, or you have to do a task or whatever. And then you end up doing something else, and then you start to lose time, and you start to lose that feeling. And, time, the afternoon, it starts going. You're losing daylight hours. You're losing time. It's getting later and later. And as it goes on, you don't feel so much. You don't feel that motivation to do that thing, that productive thing that would have made you feel better. A fidget spinner. I mean, like a stim toy. I like to roll the ball on it. It's just distracting. Soothing. I don't know. Whatever. Helps. It's like chewing gum, but when you don't have gum, you got this thing on your hands. Rolling the ball, it's like rolling a piece of gum. Which, funny thing to mention, I think it's funny how guys do this thing. Okay, you gentlemen do this thing. If you don't do it, you should leave a comment. Actually, if you do it, leave a comment. If you don't do it, also leave a comment. I think it's funny how you guys do this thing called the pinch and roll. And it's like pinch and then roll. And it's when your balls are itchy. I think that's funny. The pinch and roll. Gotta do the pinch and roll. I'm in public. When you guys are in public, I know you do the pinch and roll. Trying to get that, scratch that itch incognito. Slow motion, like, no. It's kind of like when guys are sitting next to a girl and they're like, oh, whoa, there's my screen. They go, oh, and they put their arm around to try and, be nonchalant about it and put their arm around a girl. Or it's kind of like similar to that. Or fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. But it's the pinch and roll. I think that's cute. So I'm feeling kind of down. Popsicle's done. Actually, it was kind of nice having that popsicle because it filled my pregnant pauses. My mouth was pregnant with a popsicle, so it didn't seem as, my speaking didn't seem as choppy. Yeah. I guess it's because I'm in my head so much. I'm always thinking, I'm always having this internal dialogue that I overthink. Why I overthink? I have a very active brain, which I wish would translate into also energy. Activity, energy, physiologically. But no. Life doesn't work that way. You don't get what you want. At least it feels that way. So, feeling down, being hard on yourself when you need these things to be done, and another day goes by and you still haven't got something done. Another day goes by and you feel like you haven't done your passion or something that you wanted to do. And it's self-defeating. It's very defeating. And I'm sure for others it's very hard to watch someone that you see defeating themselves, or it's very hard to watch, someone else be in that state and not be able to just change like that and be like, oh, I feel better. I feel, yes, like positive. You wish if you could do that for, that person, then you definitely would. That's for sure. If you could snap your fingers and make someone feel better, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? But you could, if you could snap your peoples, if you could snap your peoples, snap your fingers to make someone feel worse, well, yeah. I'm sure some of us would do that. Oh, God. There's a little bit of a blurred line here between my alter ego that I have and then the real person that I am, which is caring and genuine and loyal and compassionate and, a good human being, like a nice person. And that's one thing I can admit about myself, that I can agree with myself on, is that I'm a nice person. I'm a very nice person. Very laid back. But yeah, I'm a nice person. I can throw my hands up and be like, you know what? If I only got, one thing I'm sure of is that I'm a nice person. Is there anything else that I'm sure of? No. No, not really. Not at the moment. But that's one thing I can say, is that I'm a nice person. At least there's that. At least you have one thing you can say about yourself, Feels better if you have one thing that you can say that you know for sure about yourself. If you haven't accomplished as many things as you want, or aren't as successful as you want to be, aren't where you want to be, at least that's one thing you can know for sure. And it doesn't have to be that you're a nice person. It could be there's one thing that you are sure of that's not a negative thing. There's got to be. And at least if you can hold on to that, you might be doing good. It might be a little more comforting once you realize that, once you tell yourself that, find your thing. Because can't control everything in life. Gotta remember that there are so many things that we can't control. We can only do our part and watch the rest unfold. I think that's where a lot of anxiety comes from for people, is that control, element of control. If you feel like you don't have control or you self-doubt, try to figure out, try to pre-plan all the things you can do to control a situation for a better outcome. You can try, but it kind of makes things worse. And your brain just, man, it gets so tired. So tired. No wonder, we're so tired. And depression is like so tiring. Depression and anxiety, it's exhausting. Because our heads do a lot of thinking. And while our heads are doing a lot of thinking, a lot of stressing, it part of that translates through your body. And your body is exhausted and your brain is exhausted and your everything. All that stress, cortisone, stress hormone, it's all messing you up. And then, this is a fun thing. Remember me saying this. Try to notice sometime, anytime, when you remember this, try and notice how tense your shoulders are. I think I did this a lot. See how my shoulders like go up to my neck? I was like constantly like tensing. Not as much now, ever since I realized how tense my shoulders were. That was like a trick. I kept trying to catch myself doing it, and I did so often. And my tongue is orange because I ate a popsicle and coffee. And it's like, try and notice that. It's like a mindfulness thing. And you just like relax your shoulders, put them down. It just demonstrates how much stress is actually on you, Like if you catch yourself tensing, it's like, oh shit, why am I tensing? And my neck is killing me. My stress knots. And it's like, if you notice your body doing something, then it's kind of neat how your brain goes, oh, my God, this means I'm stressed. Like, oh God, I must be stressed doing this. So, there's some kind of, I don't know why my computer keeps, the screen keeps going to sleep. I must have changed a setting or something. So yeah, I think if we feel down during the day or during the week, we need to calm our expectations down a little and maybe take the goals down a notch to something more achievable in the meantime. Like for me, there's a lot of stuff I wanted to do today, and I wanted to record this, and you know what, I have been wanting to record this, like a new episode for over a week now, and I recorded a couple, I just haven't posted them because I felt like they weren't good. And there's the expectations and the high standards. You gotta just realize might not be nothing you can do about it, but it's be aware. And so I told myself, well, you know what, if I just get on the computer and I start recording, it's gonna be it is what it is, however it may turn out. And if I record this, then I'm going to record this and then make commitment to upload it. If I do that, then I've decided to reward myself with some McDonald's from Skip the Dishes. That's my goal. My goal and reward. Plus, McDonald's is also self, for me, it's stealth. It's self-soothing. Fuck, I can't do it. Self-soothing. So that's a bonus. It's soothing, soothe myself, and a reward. If you could do something like that, that might work for you. Even though I was supposed to get groceries and I put it off for the last whole week. Like, it's been over a week that I've been putting it off. And, it's like I'm telling myself, okay, I was supposed to do that today. And I put it off. And I didn't do it. And I just don't have the energy. And I, even to like order groceries from Instacart, it's like, get exhausted just trying to figure out what the hell I need. It's exhausting, And it's like, time and money are not endless. They're not. There's no infinity for time and money. So I told myself, yeah, at least, since I have like no food, guys. Like, true story of being sad. So, at least, I'll do this and I'll get to eat, and then, I'll feel like I actually did something because I'm going to reward myself. So that might, I think it'll work. I feel when I told myself that tonight, I think it'll work. At least a little for the temporary, until I can maybe sleep this off. Try again another night. This has been like how many nights in a row I've tried to sleep this feeling off, but reward myself and maybe just try and do that and just try sleep it off and see how it goes. Complete a goal and do that. So there's that. And geez, it's got to be like two or three of my friends. 2 down in Calgary. Yeah. 3. Yeah, it's all down in Calgary. They've been messaging me over the last little bit, and they're down too. Like, it's so many people feel frustrated about where they are in their lives and the things going on. And are hurting deeply because of, stuff like depression. Things in their lives getting them down. Things that aren't on your things you don't see. When you're on your road, you're on your path, you're on this trajectory, and life rolls out in front of you like drops some shit on your path like a garbage can. Banana peel falls out and you step on it. You're on your ass, next thing you know, and then there's a rabid dog in the alleyway behind you. Your butthole puckers. You pee a little. You're in fear. And you look ahead of you. And what do you see? Well, life drops you a Doberman Pinscher on the path that's the only way out. Unless you want to go behind you. You have to fight the trash can, the banana peel. So either way, no matter which way you go, back or forward, you can't DeLorean your way into the future. You can't Marty McFly that. You can't Marty McFly, unfortunately, yet. We can't yet. That would be nice, though. Just transport into the next point in time where you don't feel like shit. That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah. And lots of people have been wondering, like, what is life all about? What is the point of life? And the word of today is with my friends, it's I asked them, is this as good as it gets? Like, is this going to be as good as it gets? And individually talking to them, because they don't know each other, it's like the consensus is that's how it sure as hell feels. And sometimes, I don't know, I can't even imagine how many people feel like that, you know? Everyone, sure, everyone, at least once in their lives has felt like that, like the future, they just cannot see. The future is just black, like nothing there, like a whiteboard. Or actually, you know what? White is positive. Speaking in colors, you know, like, for fuck's sakes, because white is a light color and black is a dark color, and you feel like you're going, you know, into that dark, depressive state. Just the thought of your life being like either shit or well, you're feeling like your life is just going to be garbage for the rest of your life. And then that feeling of, oh my God, afterlife, is it just going to be like when you get put under anesthetic and you just black out and you don't remember anything? There's nothing there. So, like, do we just fade away into that? Those are a lot of deep questions. But, as good as it gets, is this as good as it's going to get? And you can't really see, feels impossible to foresee possibilities of what could happen and how things might get better or just change. It's easy to think about things changing and getting worse. I mean, can't imagine the whole scope and scale, but you get the feeling of holy shit, this is what it could be. Like of course, everyone's grateful for what they have. Sometimes you don't realize it till after it's gone, with certain things. But, you're grateful, but then you get depressed and you're grateful, but you're feeling like absolute shit. It's perplexing. And just impossible to see anything in the future. To see the present. It's very difficult. There's a lot of motivational. I don't want to say shit. I like motivational stuff. Like some things, especially people's stories. Goalcast is one, and like some TED Talks and stuff. And even like video edits or even songs. And the movies too are very, very, there's a lot of that good motivating stuff. And it's good to use it. I use it sometimes. But I like it. And just got an email from Quora Digest, and it said, do you know what the secret to confidence is? It's funny. Got out of my head. Tony Robbins and what's that guy who that little white guy who exercised a lot and he always wore the headband? Do you know who I'm talking about? It's like in the 80s, 90s. Mr. Fitz? I don't know what it was. And he kind of had like a fro. I don't remember, but there's some great motivational stuff. But then, you have these very like pompous motivational people. And pompous motivational posts. It's like, well, if you want to be successful, you need to work double what regular people work. You need to work 80 hours a week. Which in some respect is true. I mean, logically, if you think about it logically, okay, fine, but there's a lot of aspects and context to that. There's never one right answer to anything, You can never be 100% certain. There's always a sliver of doubt and, variance that can change things. No pun intended. I'm not talking about the corona and variance and external factors and such. Where was I going with this? As good as it gets. Is this as good as it gets? I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys feel that way? Have you felt that way and then had it totally change? What changed it? Like, not everyone ends up with a happy ending. I know it sounds bad, but, people like Tony Robbins, it's just like, if you do this, you will wake up like this. Just do this, just do this, just do that. I know the key to success. It will change your life. No. No. Can't be 100% certain on that. No. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that's 100%, that it'll 100% work. No. I don't know. That's bullshit. See, we gotta have a little bit of analytical and logical reasoning here. And some emotional foresight. I suppose you can only control what's in the now. I'm only in control of what I'm doing at exactly this moment. Right now, I could turn my camera off and just quit, or I could keep going if I wanted. What are all the options right now? Think about it. What are you doing? Maybe watching this video. Well, I guess you would be. You think about, oh, okay, once I'm done this video, what am I going to be doing? What are my options? Should I go pee? Should I make some popcorn? Should I take 20 melatonin and go to bed? Should I take my dog poop? Should I drink some espresso? Should I watch another video? Should I... I mean, I could start reading from my book, I guess. I mean, that's an option. There's tons of things, if I look around me, that I could do. Try not to get too overwhelmed. Just, don't look at them as I have to do or be productive. Don't look at those things. Look at, like, legit stuff in front of you. Like, I could put this on my phone, because this is my little phone nub holder. It's nice when I text or I play Yahtzee. It's nice to hold on to. I'll anchor from my thumb, my finger. I guess you could say we're married to our phones if we have like a little nub on the back of our phone, like a phone holder, because it goes in between the ring finger and the divorce finger. So it goes between the ring finger. It's like we're married to our phones. And I call it the divorce finger because, well, other hand, obviously, but divorce finger. That's the divorce finger. This is the ring finger. Well. Yeah. So, feeling down. Lots of other people are feeling down. It doesn't help with the holidays coming, You can be lonely even if you have people around, and you can be lonely if you don't. That's nice. That's nice. Well, that's nice. Pick up, huh? Well, see you later. Yeah. That, and it's cold weather. No matter where you live, unless it's Australia or something, then it's, good chance it's cold weather, colder than you're used to. Some more than others. It's just gonna get worse where I am. It's not even bad right now. I'm trying to enjoy it while I can, but I'm scared of thinking of the future. Anxiety. What am I gonna do when it gets -30? Just gonna leave that away for now. Just gonna not think about that shit. Because that shit just adds on shit. And I need a Colace. God damn it, I need some Senecot. The shit is piling on top of shit, and I need to purge that shit out. Loosen up in the insides. Intestines probably look like a corded phone, rotary phone. I mean, you younger whippersnappers won't know what I'm talking about, won't know what that is, but phone cord or a VHS tape. That also could look like stressed out intestines, pull out the tape from the VHS. Or if you screwed it up and you're trying to rewind it manually by turning the things. Remember when you rented movies and then they'd like charge you money if you didn't rewind them? Yeah. And they had these little yellow happy faces on them that said, "Be kind, rewind." To make sure you rewind your tapes before you bring them back. That's pretty cool. And people would buy videotapes like from discount clearance VHSs, bring them home, and they just record over that movie. That was great. There's actually a really cool actor that I know in Los Angeles. Vice did this really cool, like short documentary on him. Fuck, man. He's such a neat guy, and I've talked back and forth with him over the years. Fuck, I can't remember his name, you guys, but he would make movies by himself. And this is back in the day when there was VCRs and VHSs. He would do himself up in a scene in his home, and he would do himself up full makeup and costume and be recording something on his camcorder or to the VHS, and then he would stop, break everything down, and then he'd go and he'd do totally different other character costume, and he would do this manually, editing and filming, and he had to edit it all on a VCR. So can you imagine that? Rewinding, playing, fast forward, and he was great at, I don't know how he made movie upon movie, characters upon characters, just interesting. All by himself. And then this documentary thing and this bunch of his films, with Vice, they aired it some theater in Los Angeles, and it was like his dream. Fuck, man, that guy's living in his car, and for a while, and a lot, and he'd try and make money because his mom was sick, and they were at a motel, and he was trying to make money and take care of his mom, and they showed that in the video, and it was just fucking heartbreaking, you know what I mean? I don't know what this guy's about, but he just seems like a really good person that my heart just feels for, I don't know, it'd make me feel good if I could help that guy and be like, here, I'm gonna give you this to make your dream come true. Don't we all wish we could do that? Have our dreams come true, and most but mostly be able to, enthuse and motivate and set people out on the right path, help them, especially when it comes to life, passions, finances, purpose. So yeah, wondering, is this as good as it gets? What am I going to do with the rest of my life? Had a few ups in the recently in the last, some more or out of the norm, like that baseline of you're normal-ish happy, and then you have like these extraordinary events, like bing bing, like just 2 little stars, 3 little stars, where it shoots up your chart, your life chart of, whoa, that's good. Whoa. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about or know what I mean, but it's like there's a few events happened where it makes you feel really good and like you're on the right track, and you're like, yes, there's a purpose. There's a purpose. This is a good sign, and I'm doing good. And then, something happens and it tears that down, whether it's anxiety or, it just kind of falls through or goes away. Or it doesn't last. You get these things and you have hopes. You have hopes and you think things are going to keep going well, and it's a change. But it ends up only being a little change. Not, it ends up ending. It ends up ending. When you thought it was going to take you to a different path on life, to something, something exciting, makes you happy. And yeah. I don't know if we're ever totally in control like Tony Robbins, where we can just change a couple things and things go great. But is this as good as it gets? What am I doing? Should I just continue doing these things? This show? I don't know. I don't know. That's my answer for everything. I don't know. Why? I don't know. Do I know how I'm going to feel tomorrow? I don't know. Why does my screen keep going out, going to sleep? I don't know. I hope this isn't as good as it gets. I hope life has not plateaued here. I feel a little empty when it comes to purpose. I feel unsatisfied. I'm unsatisfied. I'm not satisfied with the mediocrity of life events. That feeling, I don't want to feel like this every day, all day, for the rest of my life. That, everyone wants that exciting, happy, positive, driving force, whatever that may be. I don't know if we'll ever be satiated as a whole, in general. think we will as humans in this world. Curiosities can't even be satiated. I hope this isn't as good as it gets, and I want to hear about what your stories are, your comments, what you guys think, how you feel. Do you know anyone like this, similar to this? You have any advice on what to do or what would help for folks going through this or whatnot without being a Tony Robbins, So I'm not just gonna decide to order fucking salad from McDonald's and be like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna do awesome because I am eating healthy. Remember, healthy is for people in cults. So just keep that in mind. And licky, licky, licky. Nicky, nicky, nicky tongue. Nicky, nicky in my bum. Nicky, nicky, nicky tongue. Licky, licky, it'll be fun. Yeah, as good as it gets. Like, how long am I going to do these? How long am I going to do these shows? What's it going to turn into, Immediately, I think, well, I try to be positive sometimes, I'm like, yeah, Nick. But, other times when you don't feel that vibe, it's like, give up. It's going to go nowhere. It's going to go nowhere. What is it doing? Is it helping anyone? Is it making an impact? Is it? I like to think as long as it helps one person, And, but it can be also difficult because if you don't, it's like when, if you can't take your own, if you can't take compliments, well, and I don't, it's like you hear someone say, well, it helped me, and it's like still feeling inadequate, like, because you can't see it. And unless you get that validation and that constant, reassurance or hearing that a lot, if you don't hear it a lot, it can be hard to realize, It's like a lot of people need a lot of praise and need to hear things again and again and again, that they're good at something or talents or skills or traits. Some people need to hear it again and again, over and over and over, and that's throughout their life, reassurance. Because, I don't know, for myself, I have high standards, so that paired on top with just the human condition of everyone wanting to feel special and noticed somehow, some way, there's that. But not pile on top of that, even worse when you need that constant, I don't want to say praise, it's not praise, it's constant, I don't know, whatever the word is, you know what I'm talking about. Because you have high standards and you just, for yourself, it can be hard to realize that it can be hard to comprehend that you're actually good at something and, No, not everyone can do that. But you think they can, and that it's normal, and that you're doing subpar. It helps to hear that from people, like other people, that when you're feeling that way. Helps to know that you're when something it's that third perspective. Yeah, that third perspective. It's very refreshing. It's very, very nice. Very helpful. But you will get tired of, the people that you're talking to will get tired of telling you those things, and, I'm not gonna tell you every day for the rest of your life and give you that, be a serotonin donor, dopamine dealer. Although the tech critter, I deal hugs, not drugs. And that's the tooth. That's me. There you go. There you go, you guys. This is me. This is who I am. My alter ego is an ass. And I like to ramble things and make fun of everything. So there's going to be a blurred line. Not going to be as clear as Robin Thicke and whoever he stole that song from that guy. Blurred lines. Robin Thicke got in trouble in the courts because he stole a song, blurred line song, from some very noted, like a big musician back in the day. I can't remember it because I have memory issues. So my brain empties the cache on things all the time. So there's no cookies to go back on. Recycle bin isn't always recyclable. I'm gonna need a hard drive for my head, external hard drive for my head. And where we're standing now, it's not gonna be what we're looking at now. It's not gonna be a solid state drive either. It needs a solid state drive. You need a solid state to have a solid state drive. Is my tongue swollen? Why am I having difficulties speaking? Well, well, there it is. Cool. Holy shit, it's 10:41. Last time I looked at the clock, it was 9 p.m. I was just finishing a Yahtzee game. And I said to myself, okay, let's go do it. Let's go record. Shit, son. Now I'm thinking about even, whether or not I should even order McDonald's because now it's so late and that's getting me down. So stupid. So the tiniest, smallest goal that you can complete soonest you can. I think that's what would be optimal for your spirit. Now I'm already creating another goal in my head, which is, okay, I am going to allow myself to feel good and happy. I am going to take my makeup off before I go to bed. If I do that, I can feel satisfied and happy. That's a goal. Like, you know what? Then I could say, I did that. I did that. So maybe I gotta create another goal. Thinking about ordering McDonald's. I'll skip the dishes. Also, I have to find something good to watch because a thing of mine is needing something good to watch when I eat really good food. Unless it's, I'm out at dinner with someone, well then that changes. That changes the a static situation to a dynamic situation, but that's how it is. Yeah. Just keep putting along every day. The goal can even be as little as, or it actually can seem pretty big, to just keep going day after day after day. And crazy. It's been what, how many years now? Well, gonna be 4 years that I've been doing just that. Not a whole lot visible in my long term. There were times when I was feeling better, but yeah. Day after day after day, it's been like 4 years, just trying to make it through every day. It's a little difficult when you feel like you don't have anything to wake up for in the morning. Like I used to have that. Like years ago. I used to have that. There's a purpose, and a meaning and something to wake up for, and my PC apparently doesn't have a solid state either. Kick it. Where's your mind at, man? Where's your brain? Where's my mind at? Is what my computer's saying. So yeah, this is getting to be long. And if you're missing someone, I'll tie it up with a couple end thoughts here. I'm sure there's some of you out there who want someone to fix. They're searching for a friend, family, a new friend, a family, or a partner. You're like searching. I think it's maybe like, I'm thinking more about partner wise. It's like searching. I'm searching for someone to fix. Searching very hard. You know, I want to save someone. I want to help someone and be like that partner in crime. But never did I once stop to think, why am I always searching? Where's the person, my opposite person, who is searching for someone to fix? Where is the person to come along to fix me who feels that way? You know? Why do I have to search that out? Because I feel like it'll never come to me. And by fix, I mean, like I was talking about I don't know if it was episode, I think it was a little both in episode 1 and episode 2 that I said it. And I was talking about a Batman, you know, Batman to a Batman. Not a Robin because he's subordinate. It needs to be equal. So Batman to a Batman. You know, two people. Boost each other up and stuff. Be each other's biggest cheerleaders. And chum feeders. Yeah. Why isn't someone searching out to fix me? Where is that other person? There's another person out there looking for someone to fix and they can't find it. Where are they? Why hasn't someone come to fix me? Why do I have to keep attempting to find someone? Why doesn't someone find me? Like, I'm very pushy and very assertive. And like, I can push when I want to. I can push and I just don't give a fuck and I'll push, you know, because I know that's how it is sometimes with me. Actually, a lot with me. It's like, you need someone to push and push and push and push you, or to push and push and push to get your attention. Yeah. But you don't want to miss an opportunity, you know? Like, you don't know unless you know. And to know, you need to try. Because if you don't try, you'll never know. Is this as good as it gets? I don't know. Will I, myself and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of you find your ones who are looking for you. And frankly, I don't know. I don't know. And that's you know what, that's the best answer to life's questions. That's the best answer to leave this show off with is, I don't know. It's the answer to all your problems, to everything. And, if you need to put yourself out there, put yourself out there. it makes me feel a little bit better that I'm putting myself out there. Things can be hard to find these days, and I'm putting myself out there. I'm sharing a lot of personal stuff, which won't be the last that you'll hear of, and which I'm like that. I'm like an open book. If someone asks me, the odds are in your favor of hearing the truth. I don't like to lie. I'm too honest sometimes. And if I could take a pill to be an asshole, I'd consider it. Because they seem to have everything going their way. I'll be happy with that. Do some soul searching. Steady as she goes. Keep on rocking in your imagination, because it's a free world. And I'll close the door to welcome to my house. I'll close the door to our house here, our fam. You guys are fam. Close the door with a song. All right. Great song. And once again, a CD you'll never find. I promise. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? All right, fam, let's close the door. And I hope to see you guys soon. Whether anyone watches this or not, I don't even know what I'm doing with this show. I didn't post the last episodes because I thought they were bad, but I love you, fam. And let's close our house and close the lights with a song and do some soul searching. McDonald's will help, but let's all do some. If you have the one sitting next to you, give them a hug, give them a big kiss, and just look at them in the eyes and tell them you love them and why. That's my stomach grumbling. I haven't eaten. And if you don't have the one, or you're missing someone, whoever that someone may be, try to pretend. Let's kid ourselves and imagine that things happen for a reason. It's a great comforting thought. I wish I knew it were true. Right? I don't know if this is as good as it gets, but now let's close the door. See you later, fam. We all need some soul searching. We'll find. They'll come to you.
We come to a fork in the road. Should I stay or should I go? You walk down the left one. Does that make the right one? So follow this time. Once again a thought crosses my mind. This commitment's not so fine as the spirit's divine. Ain't no lies and cries and you just don't realize what you had inside of me. My baby, never gonna be my baby, never gonna be. One day you'll realize I'm the man for you. There's no disguising. Too late to reconcile. You said your piece, and now I'm leaving. We come to the valley below us. When the walls come, baby, I don't know. You're driving down that road, and
I just cannot follow. Please follow. Just what does that matter?
it just don't matter anymore.
Rising clouds just don't realize.
What you had inside
Inside me, my baby, not gonna be my baby, gonna be.
one day you'll realize I'm the man for you. There's no disguising. Too late to reconcile. You said
Such a peace.
and now I'm leaving. I've had enough and now I'm leaving. You want it, you got it.
Good night, fam. Close the door.
You